Questions? Who's going to start it off?
We don't have to have anything if we're good. We're good.
Anybody?
Coach, just talk about your
Wait for the microphone, Blaze.
Yeah.
Coach, just talk about your defensive presence, first series interception.
Well, I thought the kids, it was great to get off to a fast start. Looked like the ball was tipped a little bit. Terrence made a good play. Terrence also had a chance to pick one off that probably would have went to the house in the fourth quarter, but great way to start it. And kind of kickstart our offense a little bit, and then they went down and scored, and then things took off in our favor from there.
Right here.
Seemed there was a real focus on tackling. There wasn't a lot of broken tackles, it seemed. Just comment on that over the week. Was there a focus on that, or?
You're not going to like this answer. We always practice tackling. That's what you do on defense. You practice tackling. Sometimes player A is better than player B in space, or sometimes player A is a little bit bigger, has some momentum against player B. So we did tackle better. That's always good. But the game of football is strange that way. Okay, I'm really not trying to be negative to you, young man. What I'm saying is, DeAnthony Thomas, if he's out in space with me, I could practice tackling for 500 years and I won't tackle him. Why? Because he's better than me. Okay, let's move on.
Over here.
Hey, Coach, how much did having Schultz in there throw you guys off, if any?
It didn't throw us off at all. We prepared for number 7, and I'm always bad with names, Wilson. I don't ever want to hurt a kid. I just look at numbers. And the kid came in and played a really nice game. I think Schultz did a nice job of managing the game, and they tried to play it close to the vest, in my opinion, and stay close in the first half, which they did. So I thought he did a great job. We didn't change anything. And Utah's a good football team. I think Coach Whittingham is one of the better football coaches in the country. And I really like the way, I like his demeanor. I like the way he handles his team. I like the way I just like the way he handles his team. And that's a good football team. They've been playing a lot of people close. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten wins. So it just feels good to get that sour taste that a lot of us have had in our mouth for 8 or 9 days and to get a win. So we're very happy about that, to be 9-1. And now we can start focusing on Arizona tomorrow morning.
Questions? Right over here.
Coach, obviously you won the game, but I mean, what did you like about how your guys responded, this past week and even today, from the disappointment of last week down in Palo?
I thought that Monday we still had a little bit of a hangover, and maybe I was seeing it through my own eyes. But I thought each day we got better and better. And I told the young men that before the game today, that I thought Tuesday was better than Monday, Wednesday was better than Tuesday, Thursday was awesome, yesterday were spot on. And really, other than a couple plays, the play action pass to a tight end, that should never happen if your eyes are right. Unfortunately, it did, and it does in college football and in pro football. And the one long pass were the only 2 plays really of the day that we gave up. But that's a long-winded answer. I was very pleased with the way the kids responded. They're a lot more resilient than we are. We'd like to be 10-0, but we're not. We're 9-1. And there's still a lot of good things that can happen for us. We'll move on to the next one, which is Arizona, and take all our focus to that. But the kids were fabulous this whole week. I'm not sure all the coaches were, starting with me, but the kids were fabulous.
In the back, Warren.
Nick back here. Avery in the first half, and I don't want you to give away anything scheme-wise, but Avery looked like he was out of the safety position, was rushing up to the line of scrimmage and then darting back. Were you trying to confuse Schultz with a lot of different looks?
That's just Avery. And more, Avery's out of his mind, and I say that in a very positive, good way, if that makes sense. I love the kid. He's from my hometown. Avery sometimes overthinks a lot of things, but he's a very smart football player, and I really don't want him up there that close when he has to play over number 2. But so that's the best way I can answer that.
Did you get a little bit scared though when you saw him?
No, because I know I've seen him do it before, and I knew he knew where he had to be. He just has a lot of fun doing that.
Jason?
Coach, how big a deal was it losing Malone, and how did Raheem do in his stead?
Until I watch the film, I won't know exactly, but you know, whenever you lose a starter, obviously the guy starts for a reason, but Raheem has played a lot of football for us, and I thought Raheem came in and did very well. I might add that they had 42 rushes. Ryan, you could print this. 42 rushes for 116 yards. That's less than 3 yards a carry. So Raheem obviously did a really good job against the rush.
Anyone else? One more in the back. More.
Just one more. Nick, kind of along that same line, Robinson came in and actually played pretty well too. Been happy with his progression since he's come in and
He is going to be an outstanding, just an unbelievable linebacker. If he stays focused, like I believe he will, and he follows the program that we have and listens to Coach Pelham, who's probably the best inside linebacker coach in the United States, not only on but off the field with his players, the way he handles them, that young man will be a great inside linebacker. Not good, great.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
Bring more
Have a
of
good
this in.
night.